Minister keeps talking about good governance in his debates and his radio address to the nation. So, what do you feel as a citizen that what should be the role of government in providing good governance?
Actually, according to me, governance is basically the deployment of the guidelines that government create to govern on a nation, and it's very important for the citizens. So, talking about good and bad, and if you're specifically talking about the central government right now, then I think that there are many things that they should work on as an individual. Of course, every individual seat cannot be met for a good governance.
Can you elaborate on that? Like
Yeah,
what sort of things?
like if I need
want
like
political leaders to be
yeah,
accountable.
definitely.
Okay.
And secondly, if you want Wi-Fi, I don't need it. Simple. I mean, I think that should be used in the cabinet. Individual perceptions they differ, they vary. So according to me, that for an individual, it cannot be done at a particular moment. But as a nation as a whole, taking the majority vote, that should be good governance. According to me, taking the majority perception. If you work on the majority perception, that should be good.
I'm Anmol, and according to me, good governance means when government is taking care of everyone, all of the citizens. It's the basic needs which a citizen requires. In our country, like there are various social issues, may it be education, may it be poverty or anything for that matter. Personally, I believe that government is actually answerable, it is transparent, and it should be ideally. Corruption is one of the things which I believe has been hampering our society in a lot of ways, and even I've been into social issues, but when I see that at the grassroots level, there is a lot of corruption, or perhaps the transparency is not there. I don't find there's no need of doing those social issues, working for that stuff or whatever. So yes, India needs a lot of improvement in that area for that matter, and hopefully the government which is right now will make some improvements, will make India move further ahead in competition with other nations. So thank you so much.
Opposition parties play a very important role. Actually, they play a very important role because they always try to stop the ruling party in power. They always play tricks to stop the rules and laws released by the different party. So the ruling party always tries their best.
It really helps in preventing conflicts, and thus it prevents one specific party from winning over the other in the next elections. So it helps both the parties to keep a check on each other.
जो विपक्ष में उनका मेन रोल तो यही बनता है, अगर मान लिया कोई भी रूल पास करना है, कोई भी मतलब नियम पास करना है, कानून पास करना है, बनाना है, अगर वो सही है तो ठीक है। अगर उसके कोई उसमें मतलब जनता के पक्ष में या उसमें कोई घाटा हो रहा है या फिर मतलब वो गलत कोई कानून बनाना चाहते हैं तो उसको रोक सकते हैं, और जब तक विपक्ष भी उसके लिए सहमत नहीं होगा तब तक वो कोई अपनी मनमानी नहीं चला सकते। जैसे वो मतलब कंट्री में अपनी मनमानी चलाने लगेंगे तो वो तो ये समझ लीजिए कि हम सब उनके ऊपर डिपेंडेंट हो गए, मतलब इंडिपेंडेंट नहीं है। तो जनता के द्वारा ही प्रतिनिधि चुने जाते हैं, तो उनके भलाई के लिए अगर वो काम करेंगे तो उसके लिए वो आवाज़ उठाएंगे। सॉरी, इसमें अगर कोई वो मतलब गलत करना चाहेंगे तो उसके लिए वो आवाज़ उठाएंगे, और अगर मान लिया कोई भी गलत मुद्दा है तो उसके खिलाफ भी वो आवाज़ उठा सकते हैं। और विपक्ष में बैठने के लिए वो सिर्फ तो पॉलिटिक्स का है कि 10% कैंडिडेट वो सब होना चाहिए इस सब में। तो इसीलिए मेरे विचार से तो यही है मेन मतलब मुद्दा कि वो विपक्ष में, इसीलिए होना भी चाहिए विपक्ष, क्योंकि विपक्ष होगा तो सरकार के ऊपर भी जो मतलब सत्ता में उसके ऊपर दबाव बना रहता है कि हम कोई भी कदम गलत नहीं उठा सकते, उठाने से पहले उसको 4 बार सोचना पड़ेगा।
Every person has his different views. So I think that there are maximum number of cabinet ministers in a cabinet, so that we can solve a problem efficiently and in a good way, and the discussion will be more fruitful.
Yes, he is right, but I think that if there are number of ministers increases in the cabinet or the party, then there will be lots of mind or number of mind of the different each and every person, and there will be more and more clashes of the ideas, and so it will be very difficult for person or the judge to come to a point which is right for each and every person. because everyone is giving his or her own ideas according to his or her perspective. So it is better to be to have a limited number of ministers in the cabinet.
अपने पॉलिटिकल लीडर्स बिल्कुल भी सही रूल्स नहीं बनाते, उनको हक किसने दिया बनाने का, फालतू में अपने इतने गंदे वाले लॉस बनाते हैं। सबसे बड़ा लॉ लड़कियां जीन्स पहनती हो तो हद है यार, तुम्हारे दिमाग इतना गंदा है ना। हम हमारी मर्जी, हम जो पहने हमारी मर्जी, हम पहनेंगे, तुम्हारा क्या जा रहा है? तुम पहनो तो हम कुछ ना कहें, यार हम पहने तो तुम सब कुछ कह लो, ये क्या मर्जी है? हम अपनी मर्जी चलाएंगे, तुम्हें जो करना है करते रहो ना। लीडर्स बनाए, गलती से तुम चूज हो गए, वो गलती से चूज हो गया और उसके बाद तुम लॉज बना रहे हो, उसके हम पे प्रेशराइज करेंगे, उसको फॉलो करें। ऐसा है, हम नहीं करने वाले, ठीक है ना। जब मैं वोट दूंगी ना तो एटलीस्ट दूंगी नहीं अगर कोई अच्छा लीडर नहीं होगा, कोई अच्छा होगा तो उसे।
When the Prime Minister of India hoisted his administration's flag on the masthead of good governance, it was a very welcome and a timely move, considered by everyone. The question that one may ask is, what does he mean by good? He campaigned on the slogan of minimum government, maximum governance. Does that mean that he equates good with small? Is there a merit in this equation? Are bloated government inefficient? These are the questions that are needed to be answered to really understand what is good governance. Well, according to me, good governance in 21st century, it's not about size, ideology or scope. It's basically about getting things done by narrowing down the distance between the government and its citizen. And to achieve this, the executive must be empowered. The judiciary, it should be unencumbered and capable of providing timely justice. And of course, the parliament should be functional for
Good
debates and
governance
legislation.
emphasizes on two main points: transparency and accountability. Transparency is like the citizens and the public have all the rights to ask or question the government about the rules they are making or the laws and policies they will take in future. And accountability is like the government is answerable to the decisions they are taking for the public.
In order to attain accountability and transparency, it is very important that all the citizens participate in governance. But in the country which is democratic and have very large population, it is very difficult. It is a big challenge that all the citizens participate in governance. But in order to achieve good governance, this factor is very important. So through awareness, this can be achieved. Complete participation of the citizens can be achieved, and by this, it will lead to a good governance.
अबे 3, 2, 1 चैट कर दो यार, बोल।
Thank you.